Hello guys, good day to everyone. In today's video, we will be discussing the another important part of our research paper, which is yung tinatawag natin na research framework. And to start our discussion, allow me to share my screen sa inyo lahat. Technically, my dear students, when we talk about research framework, marami tayong pwedeng pamilian or marami tayong pwedeng gamitin. We have number one, yung tinatawag natin na theoretical framework. We also have the causal framework, descriptive framework, the process framework, and the IPO model. Aside from these five framework na nakalagay sa ating screen, meron pa tayong ibang types of framework na pwedeng i-adapt sa research paper natin depending na lamang on our purpose. Okay? For example, if the objective of the researchers is to identify the factors that affect the passing rate of students who are taking SIPALE, technically, the type of framework na gagamitin on your paper is descriptive framework only because your intention is just to describe, to enumerate ano ba yung mga factors na nakakaapekto sa pag-take ng estudyante ng SIPALE. On the other hand, kapag ang intention na ng mga researchers ay malaman yung relationship ng motivation at ng interest sa pag-take ng estudyante ng SIPALE, the type of framework na pwede mong gamitin is yung causal framework. Because we are now establishing this what we call cost and effect relationship o di kaya naman yung relationship itself. Okay, meaning to say, in a coconut shell, ang pagpili ng framework na gagamitin natin sa paper natin ay nakadepende sa kung ano ba yung intention ng mga researchers on the study na gagawin nila. And technically, these are the top 5 commonly used types of framework na pwede po ninyo i-adapt. Ngayon, another question, Sir, is it possible na dalawang frameworks po ang gamitin ng mga researchers sa paggagawa ng kanilang study? The answer is yes. And the perfect combination of framework na pwede mong gamitin sa paper mo ay una, theoretical framework. This is the frequently used type of framework na ginagamit ng mga researchers in present time, theoretical framework, no? And then hanap ka na lang ng iba pang framework na gusto mong i-partner kay theoretical framework. Halimbawa, you want to use theoretical framework on your paper. And then ang gusto mong ipakita dun sa framework mo pa, aside from the theories, ay kung paano mo i-conduct yung process. So pwedeng theoretical framework and process framework. You will just be focusing on the steps on how you will conduct the study. Halimbawa naman, gusto mong gumamit ng theoretical framework as recommended first framework, and then gusto mong ipakita yung problem na gusto mong isolve, yung process na gagamitin, and then what will be the possible outcome. So, pwedeng theoretical framework and then IPO model. So, ibig sabihin, we can use two frameworks sa paper natin. But ang number one dapat sa mga yon ay theoretical framework, and then hanap na lang tayo na pwede nating i-partner sa ating theoretical framework. And all of these types of framework fall under this what we call conceptual framework. So lahat ng mga frameworks na ito ay nagpo-fall under conceptual framework. And the first one that I will be discussing to you is yung tinatawag natin na theoretical framework. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng theoretical framework? At paano ba ginagamit yung theoretical framework as a conceptual framework of our paper? So madali lang yan. Pag sinabi nating theoretical framework, ito yung process kung saan we identify theories that are relevant or connected on the problem na pinag-aaralan natin. Take note, lahat ng mga frameworks na gagamitin natin sa paper natin, yan man ay theoretical framework or IPO model, hindi sila pwedeng maging display lang sa paper natin. It should have a significant connection or it should have a significant relevance on the problem na pinag-aaral natin. So katulad ng theoretical framework, you have to identify theories that are connected on the problem na pinag-aaralan mo. Okay? And at the same time, theoretical framework can serve as the support on the conduct of your paper. Minsan kasi, yung mga theories na ginagamit natin sa paper natin, pwede silang mag-provide ng support. Halimbawa, gusto mong pag-aralan yung needs ng mga tao para magkaroon sila ng satisfaction. So with that, pwede mong i-adapt yung Maslow hierarchy of needs na kung saan nakastipulate doon yung different levels of needs na kailangang ma-meet ng isang tao para magkaroon siya ng self-actualization or self-fulfillment. So ngayon, kapag nag-create ka ng statement of the problem, for example, pwede mong i-unfold or pwede mong i-align yung statement of the problem mo on that particular theory. So with that, kapag tinanong ka ng panelist mo, o bakit ganyan yung conceptualization mo ng iyong statement of the problem, madali mo na lang siyang sagutin. Kasi po, I pattern, I adopted the framework of Maslow hierarchy of needs na kung saan ito po yung kanyang nilalaman. Okay po? That's it. Ngayon, sir, papaano naman po kino-construct ang theoretical framework? What are the guidelines that we have to follow when we construct our theoretical framework? So number one guidelines or number one guideline na kailangan ninyong tandaan when you constructed your theoretical framework is obviously you have to identify theory or theories. And these theories should have relevance or connection on your study. Like what I have mentioned a while ago, we have to make sure and assure that these theories are significant and important on the nature of the problem na pinag-aaralan natin. It should be connected on the topic na gusto nating i-explore. Okay po, there should be a direct connection between the concepts that we have on our paper or the variables that we have on our paper and the theory that we will adapt. Okay? Then, after we appropriately identify relevant theories, the next thing that we have to do is to explain this theory. Ano ba yung nilalaman ng theory na ito? What are the key principles and ideas embedded on this theory? Di ba minsan or in general, yung mga theories na nakikita natin sa internet pagkahaba-haba ng discussions o di kaya naman pagkadami-dami ng dinidiscuss. My dear researchers, hindi natin kailangang kuhanin lahat ng mga ideas na yon. The only thing that we need to do is to select and identify what are the ideas that these theories have which are connected on my paper. And I have to explain that. No, I have to explain these theories and the important ideas that are connected in my present study. Technically, it should be connected on your topic or problem. So do not forget that. Then after that is obviously, na-discuss na natin yung theory, di ba? Na-introduce na natin yung theory, kung sino yung proponent ng theory na yon. Nga pala, as a piece of advice, di ba karamihan ng mga theories na ginagamit ngayon sa mga research paper ay mga luman or matatandang theory na? Katulad na lang ba ng cognitive theory, Maslow hierarchy of needs, yung mga behaviorism na yan. Di ba? These theories were, what do you call this, were created mga year 90s pa, di ba? So, papaano ngayon natin malulusutan yung tanong ng mga panelists na bakit yung ginamit mo sa paper mo ay lumang theory na? Di ba dapat ang theory na gagamitin ay makabago or napapanahon? Ang pwede mong gawin ay humanap ka ng mga present study na ginamit or inadapt yung lumang theory na yon. Tapos, ano yung naging key findings nung ginamit nila yung theory na gusto mo din gamitin sa paper mo? That's it. So ngayon, ang pwede mo nang gamitin na according to, halimbawa, Albert Bandura, as discussed on the study of Mangarin 2022, so di ba, magiging fresh na yung idea and discussion mo with that particular. Then halimbawa, explain na natin yung theory, na-introduce na natin kung sino yung author. The next thing that you have to do is to show the connection of that theory on your present study. No? Kailangan explicit nating maipapakita yung connection ng theory sa study natin. Baka naman ipinilit lang. Baka naman ito yung mga tinatawag natin na sapilitan na lang, may masabi na lang na may theory tayong ginamit sa paper natin. No. Mahahalata at mahahalata yan ng mga panelists ninyo and at the same time ng mga readers ninyo. And that's the thing na ayaw nating mangyari. Yung mag-isa tayo ng mga panelists natin sa sarili nating mantika. So dapat, when we created this theory, alam na dapat natin yung connection ng theory na to and how this theory will be applied on our research questions and objectives. So, dapat magre-reflect ito sa objectives natin at sa ating questions, katulad ng na-mention ko sa inyo kanina. Okay? Then after that is we have to identify the gaps and limitations that are present on this particular theory. Anong kaya yung weak point na tingin mo meron yung theory na yun na maaaring makaapekto on your research paper? O di kaya naman, ano kaya yung merong limitation or ano kaya yung limitation ng theory na yon na gusto mong i-address sa paper mo? So we have two options. It's either ano yung limitations ng theory na yon na maaaring makaapekto sa paper mo or ano yung limitation ng theory na yon na tingin mo mai-improve ng present study. So, this is just an optional. Hindi naman siya kailangan nandoon lagi sa theoretical framework natin. So, pwede natin itong tanggalin. It's up to you na lang. Then after that, we have obviously to justify bakit natin pinili yung theory na yon. Ano ba yung mga nakita natin na relevance ng theory na yon which can be applied on our study. Okay po, so these are the 5 guidelines that we have to follow when creating theoretical framework. So to show you an example of that, na kung saan in-apply yung theory na to, allow me to have this one. Okay. Itong theoretical framework na to, it is connected on the sample study na meron tayo dun sa introduction natin kung matatandaan niyo. So, they have here the brief introductory statement regarding the theory that they will be utilizing on their paper. So, anong theory yung kanilang gagamitin? The theory of effective professional development that was created by Darling Hammond et al. 2018. Okay, so medyo fresh pa yung idea na to. Saka yung context response professional development model na gagawin or na ginawa ni Eberhard et al. 2020. So, mas fresh yung idea na to. Paliwanag na. Nasunod na agad yung guideline number 1. Presentation of the theory. Kailangan i-present natin yung theory na gagamitin natin. Then after that is, kailangan nating ma-explain ano ba yung mayroon sa theory na yon na magagamit natin on our present study. So nakalagay dito, Darling Hammond et al.'s Theory of Effective Professional Development posits that successful teacher training, so maliwanag, should encompasses several key characteristics such as active learning, coherence with the school initiatives, sustained duration, and content focus. And then they discuss here ano ba yung importance ng professional development programs, okay, with the discussed element that we have. So technically, in this paragraph, hanggang dito sa part na to, they discuss here ano ba yung contents ng theory na gagamitin nila, no? And how is it connected with the study, no? Ito na yung sunod. How is it connected with the study? Okay? Mula sa this aligns with the study's objective. So doon pa lamang sa paggamit ng statement na this aligns with the study objective, nasabi agad ng researchers kung paano naging connected yung theory na to sa kanilang present study. So, we have here the discussion of the theory. Ito yung discussion of theory hanggang dito. And then mula naman dito is how this theory aligned or connected with the present study. Then another theory is yung theory naman ni Eberhard et al. Na context-responsive professional development model. So hanggang dito, diniscuss yung diniscuss yung contents ng theory, okay, ni Eberhard et al. 2020. Then mula naman dito hanggang sa pinakaibaba is they discussed here how connected this theory is on their present study. Okay po. And then the third paragraph naman, this one, is the presentation of the gap or the limitation. What is the limitation of this theory or what limitation these theories have that the researchers can possibly address on the present study. So ito yung kanilang presentation of the gap. Then last one, the last paragraph is the justification. Bakit nila pinili yung theory na iyon or yung theory na ito? Okay po, so this is how we compose our theoretical framework. Kita ninyo, di ba? Hindi siya naging display lang. Merong explicit discussion how this theory is connected with the present study and how this theory will be used on the conduct of their research paper. Ngayon, question po, Sir Joel, how many theories we could use on our research paper? Technically, wala namang discussions kung ilan bang theories ang pwedeng gamitin sa paper ninyo. It's up to you na lang kung ilang theory ang gagamitin. Basta ang maliwanag, kailangan explicit ang discussion kung bakit ito napili at bakit ito gagamitin. Okay? And tandaan ninyo, my dear researchers, pagdami ng theories na gagamitin sa paper, pagdami ng kailangan ninyong i-consider sa inyong research manuscript. At ang paggamit ng theoretical framework ay hindi compulsory. It depends on the nature and necessity of your research. But marami ng mga scholars ang nagsasabi na maganda at academic ang kinalalabasan ng isang paper na adapted sa isang theory. And that's end our discussion regarding how we should compose our theoretical framework. Thank you so much for listening and goodbye.